Hello there, gorgeous business owners. Welcome back to Business Straight Up, the podcast for creative business owners and photographers who want to actually make a living doing what they love. Today, we are going to talk about the marketing strategy that you need to implement most in the new year. 2021 is coming fast, and the 5 reasons that you need that marketing strategy in 2021. I know it's something you've heard me say over and over again, but I cannot tell you the value behind this strategy. It is crazy how valuable it is. And we are going to go into 5 reasons that it is so freaking valuable. Don't forget, if you love today's episode, I would love to hear from you. If you head on over to iTunes, leave a review, screenshot the review before you submit it, and email it over to me at hello@businessstraightup.com, I have a free gift for you, because who doesn't like free stuff? I know I do. So head on over to businessstraightup.com/iTunes if you don't know how to get there. And let's start talking about the top marketing strategy that you need to implement when it comes to 2021 and beyond. Hey there, awesome people. I am Brooke Summer, and you are listening to Business Straight Up, the podcast for creative entrepreneurs to learn, connect, grow, and build the business and life that they dream of. Welcome, let's get going and dive right in. Hello, amazing business owners. Welcome back to another episode of Business Straight Up, the podcast for creative business owners and photographers who want to actually make a living doing what they love. I am going to try something a little new today. I am going unscripted, y'all, because I really want to have a frank conversation about marketing and stepping up your marketing efforts for 2021. Usually for every episode, I have about a page of notes. I write out my episodes ahead of time. I want to make sure that I have all of the information that I need to serve you in the best way possible. And of course, with guests, there are tangents and things that are said because of an answer that comes to a question and things like that. But today, it's just me chatting with you about what marketing your business really looks like in the upcoming year. So why am I changing things up a little bit? Well, first, because I just had a birthday. I turned 40, although this year I'm going to turn 39 2.0. And the reason for that is because I refuse to turn 40 in a year where I cannot have a party. It has nothing to do with aging. I don't care about aging. Anyone who knows me knows I cannot wait to be one of those inappropriate old women who's like 4 feet tall and just says exactly what she thinks. I'm pretty close to that now, although I'm still pretty tall. But I'm really excited to see what these changes bring. Personally, there are so many things that I just want to tell you, and so many things I just want to put my arms around you and walk you through the steps that you need to take in your business to make it amazing. I'm finding more and more that the things that I want to share are not necessarily on script. I wanted to do a live video late last night because of something that came to me, but I talked myself out of it because I was literally lying in bed. I had already brushed my teeth, washed my face, lying in bed with terrible light, right? I mean, who has amazing lighting in their bedroom at night? It was probably a wise choice in hindsight not to do the video, but I find more and more that I want to share things that are not necessarily the perfect outlined education that I usually share. Because I truly want to see you grow in your business so that you can have what Marie Forleo calls the FU money, so that you're never stuck in a situation that you don't want to be in or where you feel unsafe. That is part of my why. That is where I come from. I want you to feel completely empowered, financially independent, so that you can make your own decisions, so that you have that power in your life and in your business. I want you to feel the elation when you meet a business goal. I want you to feel the disbelief when you see your business grow beyond what you ever thought was possible. Because I promise whatever you're thinking right now, there's something even bigger waiting for you. And I want you to know that and to really embrace it. So, trying something a little new today, little unscripted. So if I fumble with my words, please forgive me. I ask for your grace in advance. Today, we are going to talk about the number one thing that you need to implement in your business in 2021, and 5 reasons that you need to make that happen. Now, I know that some of you have probably read my article that I wrote about why email marketing for photographers should be a priority. It's not just for photographers, it's for all creative business owners, including photographers. Email marketing is one of the most powerful marketing strategies that you can implement, and it gives you so much more control over how you speak to people and where you reach them. So we're going to talk about 5 reasons that you really, really, really need to implement email marketing in your business for 2021. First, it gives you the opportunity to meet people where they're at. Where is that? Well, yes, people are on Facebook, but guess what? Most people check their email before they get out of bed in the morning. 95% of consumers use email and 91% check their email at least once a day. And those words need to be outlined at least once a day, usually more. It is crazy how much of us spend our days in our email inboxes. And especially when it comes to this time of year, because we have order updates, we have confirmations, we have shipping notifications. People are in their inboxes like crazy. We are constantly looking at our inboxes. There is just no way around it. People like to say email is dead. Oh man, it is so not dead. Let's put it this way. If you get locked out of Facebook, how do you get back in? Through your email, right? There is absolutely value to showing up in someone's inbox. There are more than 3.2 billion email accounts today. That is crazy. And actually that number was from a couple years ago and I couldn't find an updated number, but I would bet that it's even more now. You need to be able to position your business and your message to be where your clients are looking most. And statistically, email has been at the top of that list consistently. Now, one thing that I don't have on my list of 5 is also the reach that you have when it comes to email. I sent out an email to my list today. Within 5 minutes, I had a 15% open rate. Okay, that was just within 5 minutes. That is a really, really high open rate within 5 minutes. People will open later. That open rate is just going to go higher. If I post something on Facebook, and guys, I have over 10,000 followers on Facebook, okay? I have a big following, but my average reach for Facebook post is between 3 and 6%. If you do the math, email wins every single time. Showing up in your clients' and potential clients' inbox is where you can better serve them and make sure that you are speaking directly to the people who have raised their hand and said, I want to hear from you. So if you haven't listened to that podcast episode yet, I want you to go back to episode 50. You can see it at businessstraightUp.com/050. That's where the show notes are, as well as the episode. The thing that I really want you to take away from that episode, and what I'm telling you right now as well, is that people want to hear from you. When you are emailing someone with email marketing, you are literally reaching out to someone who has said, yes, I want to hear more. They love what you do. There are so many people that are on board with what you do, whether it's beautiful work or a mission or social justice or anything that you're passionate about that you have shared with your audience. People want to hear more. You need to be meeting people in their inbox. Number 2, it's cheap. And in most cases, it's actually free until you've grown considerably. Email marketing is one of the least expensive marketing tools that you can have. If you have a smaller list, there are so many options that are completely free. Even my favorite, ConvertKit, which is what I use for all of my email marketing, they have a free plan now as well. They didn't used to. As your list grows, there is more of a cost included in that. But when you're first starting out, it is free and the cost is so low even as you grow. You can track the cost, you can look at the return on investment, you can even use the tracking tools in your email marketing software to see which users opened emails more than once, which ones invested. You can track all of this. It is amazing the information that you can pull from all of this information. This is possible with social media to an extent, But this is something that you can absolutely track and see exactly what that ROI is, that return on investment. You know who's opening what. And when people hit unsubscribe, do not take it personally, because you know what? They are opening you up to reach someone else who is a better fit for you. Number 3, length of impact. This is so funny because it's something that most people don't really think about. And I think the social media algorithms have changed so much that we're now seeing things from like 2 days ago on our newsfeed, which is really frustrating when people are asking things that are time specific. It drives me a little crazy. But did you know that 75% of Facebook post impressions happen in just 2.5 hours? 75% of that reach only happens in just under 2 hours. The lifespan or the reach of tweets is way lower. So you have to hope and pray that your ideal client and those people that you want to reach and work with just happens to be sitting on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram at the very moment that you post or within 2 hours. Now, obviously, the algorithm has changed. However, a large part of that algorithm is based on the responses that a post gets right away. So for instance, if you post on Instagram and someone comments right away, Instagram is going to go, oh, hey, that post is important, and it's going to show it to more people. So the response that it gets immediately will absolutely influence how many people it's even shown to. Whereas when it comes to email, your email will go into someone's inbox. Now, the alternative is it could go into someone's spam folder, and that is definitely something that happens. But I've worked with my students. Part of my email course, we talk about how to avoid that because there are ways around that. You can do constant research on the best times to post when it comes to social media, or you can start using a marketing platform that requires action. The email that you send to someone doesn't die. It doesn't disappear in a feed. It doesn't just go away. It doesn't wait for a reaction from other people before you even get to see it. It doesn't work that way. The email literally just sits there in the inbox, waiting for attention, whether that attention is reading it, archiving it, or deleting it. The bottom line is that email actually requires action on the part of the user. It doesn't just get lost in this never-ending social media feed that clouds our brains. The recipient, the person that you have reached out to, actually has to take action, which is huge. That email will just sit there. And guess what? When I get an email from someone that I really want to hear from, I will intentionally leave it in my inbox so that I can read it later. I can't do that with social media. I've even saved posts on Facebook just for them to disappear later. It's very frustrating. Email will sit there until I'm ready to look at it, which from a consumer standpoint is really nice because then you know what? I can look at it when I want to. Instead of getting into the social media feed and hoping that I see something from the people that I want to hear from. Email requires action. When you are reaching out to someone who wants to hear from you, they will open that email, archive it, or delete it. And if they open it and unsubscribe, then that is cool. Say goodbye. I wish you well. Unsubscribes are not a problem at all. I know at first they can seem really scary and really daunting, but I promise you they are just opening you up to reach more people who love what you do and want to hear more. So, number 1 was meeting people where they're at in their inbox. Number 2 is cheap and in most cases free until you've grown considerably. And number 3 is length of impact. The biggest mistake most photographers and creative business owners make is thinking that learning another technique or buying new gear or software will bring them success in their business. And I totally understand. I did it too. New gear is always fun, right? New toys. But I wanted to really make a living with my photography business, not just have fun toys. So I devoured every online resource that told me to buy this lens or this preset or this software, and that would be the answer to my problem. And what was my problem? No paying clients. So, question for you. Does every creative or photographer that runs a successful business go out and immediately buy all the new gear? Of course not. If you continue to hold on to the belief that fancy gear or the next new shiny object will help, Not only will you not book the clients and customers you want, but you might even have to shut down your business completely and go back to working for someone else to grow their bottom line instead of building your own dreams and supporting your family, doing what you love most in a schedule that allows you freedom to design your life. So how do you grow your business to meet your revenue goals without working yourself into the ground? Good question, right? You start focusing on the business side of running a business because business is ultimately about two things, leads and sales. So how are you getting those leads and sales? Email marketing is one of the most powerful marketing tools available and has helped me grow my multiple six-figure photography business in a niche that is often ostracized in the photography industry. It's also one of the most ignored tools for creatives. Email marketing can allow you to reach out to potential clients where they're at in their inbox and remind them that you have an amazing service to offer them. Starting an email list and actually knowing what the heck to do with it can be scary, but it doesn't have to be. The real question is, do you really want to keep chasing that fancy new gear that's on your wish list, or do you want to learn how to use this unique and powerful marketing tool to book the clients that will actually pay you so you can design your life with the freedom that you really want? Join me for my free masterclass all about email marketing, where we break down this powerful tool and how to actually use it to grow your business and ultimately your revenue and income. You got into business because you love what you do, so let's start building a tool that will allow you to do that, right? Sign up for the masterclass at inboxtobooked.com. That's inboxtobooked.com. Space is limited, so grab your spot. I can't wait to see you in the masterclass and watch your business grow. So we are on to number 4, which is one of my most favorites. Anyone who has worked with me knows I am a huge fan of systems and automation. And when it comes to email marketing, you can automate this. Now, yes, you can automate social media, but we are seeing more and more that if you use posting tools that are not part of the social media platform themselves, that they have an even lower reach when it comes to those algorithms. This is huge when it comes to email marketing. And I know you might be thinking that automation is a dirty word. Brooke, isn't scheduling emails kind of impersonal? And my answer to you will be absolutely not. And here's why. There are so many uses for your email list beyond the boring old newsletter, and you really should never call it a newsletter. Yes, you can schedule one of your emails to be sent while you're on vacation, but there's so much more to it. Welcome emails that can be sent automatically, your welcome sequence, onboarding emails for clients, educational emails, email funnels, lead nurturing, and follow-up and reminders. There are so many pieces in email marketing that can be automated. And there's even more than what I just listed. Having an email list allows you to communicate with your clients and potential clients in a way that they know and trust, instead of just being an ad that they scroll right past in social media. And we all do it, myself included. Email marketing puts you in front of people where they're at, and you can automate it so you don't even have to do it yourself. Sometimes, especially around the holidays, I will type out several emails in advance so that I don't have to think about it during the holidays. Automation is something that will free up so much of your time and even your mental energy. And if we're all being honest, we all have the same amount of hours in a day. And yes, sometimes it feels like we don't have enough. But one of my coaches used to tell me you have finite number of fucks to give every day. You have to decide what to give them to. What are you going to spend your mental energy on every day? Are you constantly going to be worrying about whether you did that social media post or whether you typed out that email? You can just do them all at once. And guess what? If something comes up in a week where you've already scheduled an email, just go in ahead of time and change it. It's very simple to do. Automation is crazy important when it comes to getting your life back and not having to work 16-hour days as an entrepreneur. We all know how overwhelming it can be to wear all of the hats in a business, and I'm here to tell you that you don't have to. You can set so much of this up to run on autopilot so that you can free your time and your energy from worrying about it. Number 5 is ownership. Now, this is a big one. And anytime you hear me talk about email lists, chances are this is probably what you heard me say. Most of my students have been in business for a while, and they have Facebook pages, and they have Instagram pages, and they have even Facebook groups. So let me ask you, what would happen if tomorrow your Instagram was hacked and all of it was gone? Every single photo was gone. Your account was shut down. What would happen if Facebook just shut your account down tomorrow? This has happened so many times. I have over 10,000 followers on my Facebook page. If that was to shut down tomorrow, yes, I would be very upset. And quite frankly, as a boudoir photographer, that's a real concern for me because we are definitely not liked in the Facebook world. I've been to Facebook jail quite a bit. I used to be a frequent visitor. I don't show my work very much on Facebook anymore because of it. What if Facebook or Instagram or social media or Twitter or any of them, TikTok, decided to charge for business pages tomorrow? What if they said it's free up to 500 likes, but after that you have to pay? Would you pay for the kind of reach that you're getting now? I don't think I would. What if all of a sudden Facebook said, you know what, we're not going to do Facebook pages at all anymore? Or for those of you that have a VIP group, because I do as well, what would happen if Facebook said, you know what, we've decided groups are not where we want to take the company. We're going to shut down all groups in 48 hours. This is all really, really scary, right? The reality is that when you use a social platform as your primary marketing source, you are giving the control to someone else. If Facebook or Instagram or Twitter or TikTok or Snapchat or any of them suddenly decided to change the rules, you could be screwed. And guess what? There is no recourse for that. There's no one to contact. I had 12 Facebook bans in the span of 1 month, and there was literally no one I could talk to. And I have an ads account, and I spend money on Facebook, and there was still no one that could help me. All of this is a very scary reality that we're facing. And every time I say this, people go, well, Facebook is free, so they could really do that. And you know what? I would like to present some evidence to the contrary. Facebook is actually not free. Just because we don't pay money for it does not make it free. The simple fact is that we have paid with our personal information that they are now making billions off of because of Facebook ads. So no, it is not free. And even though they are literally making billions off of our personal information, if something were to happen to your account, you have no say. You have no recourse. You have no way to contact them to get that taken care of. This is a really, really scary reality. If something were to happen to your social media accounts tomorrow, let's say all of them just shut down. They got hacked. Something happened. Someone targeted you. Maybe you said something that someone else didn't like and they guessed your password and they got into your account. Maybe you're like, well, my password is indestructible and no one's going to guess it. And guess what? They do anyway, because very little online is private, and they shut down your account completely. Would you be able to reach those people that follow you? Would you be able to talk to all of the people that you have in your Facebook group, in your VIP group? Would you be able to reach them if the group was shut down tomorrow? Scary thought, right? If you have an email list, guess what? Yes, you can reach them. I have more people on my email list than I have in my VIP group. Some of my clients aren't on Facebook, and that's okay too, because you know what? I can still reach out to them through email. With email marketing, you still use an email service provider, but that list can be downloaded and saved as often as you want, so they do not control the list. You can back it up as often as you want, and you can move to a different email service provider. You cannot move your Facebook followers over to Twitter. It doesn't work that way. So when you grow an email list, you basically have a list of clients or potential clients that have opted in to speak with you. They want to hear from you. They love what you do. And regardless of what happens to any online platform, you still have that list. It is yours. It is a digital asset that you can use to grow your business and to reach out to the people that you love and want to serve. That is huge. And I saved this one for last because it is such a big deal. So I know that you have heard me talk about this before. I know you might be tired of hearing it, and I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself and you're like, oh, Brooke, I hear you. I get it. But if you are not using email marketing to grow your business, you are missing out on a huge opportunity. Email marketing needs to be the number one marketing strategy that you work to implement in 2021. Email marketing needs to be top of mind. It needs to be something that you at least have a baseline foundational understanding on how to build it and how to let people opt in so you can start to grow that digital asset. If you're like, Brooke, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, you can start with my free Email 101 course. It's not a video you have to show up to. It's just an email that shows up for you every day for 5 days at businessstraightup.com/email101. If you've been through that, you have an understanding of how it works, and you're like, okay, I'm ready to take it to the next step. I'm ready to dive in and actually make that happen. I want to invite you to my free masterclass that is happening next week. This is my number one requested class that I get over and over again. I've been asked about it all year, and it is your chance to get in. Head on over to www.inboxtobooked.com. That's INBOXTOBOOKED.com, where you can register for the free masterclass that will happen on December 17th. If you cannot attend live, totally fine. I still want you to register because you'll have access to a replay within 24 hours after the live class. Now, I will tell you that last year, the last time I offered this course, people loved the class so much that we actually did an encore. We did a second date for the class. So I'm not committing to that right now. But if we have tons of people that want in and they want to watch the class live again, I might add a second date. But right now, we are for sure making this happen on December 17th. If you know that email marketing is something that you need to implement, please, please, please register for that class. I promise you, I will walk you through so much information to help you. I can book my calendar with amazing clients for 2 to 3 months out from one email. I can send one email out and book amazing ladies who have no issues with my pricing, who want to work with me. These are women who love what I do. They want to hear more, and they are so on board with my mission that as soon as I send an email, they are so in. Email marketing is one of my top marketing strategies, and I really want to teach you how to implement this in your own business so that you can grow exponentially in the new year. Head on over to inboxtobooked.com and get registered so that I can walk you through that and help you build this digital asset for your business. Thank you so much for being here today. To all of the listeners and awesome business owners that have joined, thank you so much for listening today. I am truly honored that you pressed play and spent this time with me and tucked me into your earbuds, your car stereo, or wherever you're at. Inbox to Booked is reopening next week. Do not wait. Space is limited. If you are someone that wants to help other people and you know someone who can use this information, please forward this episode over to them. If you are thinking, wow, this content was amazing, Brooke, how can I thank you? I have a way you can thank me. Can you head on over to iTunes and leave a review? I know it seems small and it takes a few minutes, but those reviews help me know what you need help with and how I can better serve you. And it helps us to get amazing guests too when we have the guest interviews. So hit pause now, leave a review, and if you screenshot that review before hitting submit and email it over to hello@businessstraightup.com, I will send you a free gift. Please, please, please leave those reviews so that we can continue kicking ass with great content every week. To all of my listeners, you know I try to end all podcast episodes with some action steps, so I want to know, do you use email marketing? And if not, why? Come on over to the community and let me know. You can access it at businessstraightup.com/community. Keep moving forward. 2020 has been a crazy year. And you know what? 2021 is probably going to be pretty crazy to start with as well. But it's our chance to take what we've learned and move forward and reach our biggest goals. I can't wait to see what you do with your business and how you change the world and impact those people that most want to hear from you. Have an amazing rest of your day. Thank you so much for listening to Business Straight Up. I'm so glad that you could join us today. Check out the show notes for this and all of the episodes at businessstraightuppodcast.com. And I can't wait to talk with you again. Have a great day.